Hi everyone, this is Koinzell here. So today I want to talk about the optimization of your preparation for the companion set in 1.6. Previously I did two different videos. I did a first video talking about the realm currency that you will need to save in order to buy all the furnishing blueprints. The new furnishing blueprints from the realm depot once 1.6 update comes. And then the second video was talking about the companion set itself, all the different, the 15 new companion set, furnishing set. What are the furnishings required and what are the amount of furnishings that you will need per set, and of course total as well in terms of the preparation, because a lot of it are using existing set items or rather existing furnishing items, so you can easily craft and prepare for those first in advance, especially since if you have hit trust rank 10 and you have if you're in the midst of completing your furnishing ideas, you may or may not be crafting anymore. I know of people who are not even crafting anymore right now. For me personally, the reason you see me crafting 5 of this is because I'm going to do 4 of the Bird and Blossom Park, the new companion set involving the Blood and Blossom fountain. Now, other than that, what I wanted to talk about, the main gist of this video is a update on top of the first two videos to talk about how best to save and optimize your realm currency according to the companion sets that you want to build on day 1 of 1.6. So let's go talk about that now. Okay, so this is for me personally my current progress in terms of total and current. This is what I shared previously. I have a current here. So you notice that I have pretty much completed everything in terms of the existing blueprints. These are all brand new blueprints that we do not have yet. We will only get them in 1.6 from the new blueprints that are available in 1.6 Realm Depot. As for these are not items to craft. These are actually furnishings that you buy directly from the Realm Depot, and they cost quite a bit of Realm currency. Total you see here is about 19. 19 times 80. That's the amount that's required here. For me, at least, for me remaining, I have 1520 to go. Okay, 1520 on top of the 5000 plus is a lot. The 5000 plus that I'm talking about is here previously when we talk about 5120. Now, I'm just going to dive right in and talk about the first video that we did previously. On the first video, we said that we need 5120 if you intend to buy everything here. Okay, the figure 5040 is talking about how many days is required to get an amount that's near to this, and that's 7 days. This is 7 days worth of realm currency, assuming you don't spend it at all. 13 here refers to the number of furnishing blueprints. There's 13 of this here. And in the first video, we talked about getting 13 vials of adapter speed. Now, my strategy has since changed, and I want to share it with you guys. So we knew of the companion set, right? These 3 rows highlighted in yellow, these 3 furnishings highlighted in yellow, they are actually not used in any of the companion set. i.e., you can skip them. Because they don't look that great, honestly. They also don't look that great. This is just a bundle of wood. This is just any one of the fur cargoes added with a rainproof cloth. That's it. And a countryside tea stand doesn't look much different from a bamboo tea table. So if you ask me aesthetically wise, you don't need to buy this. That's 400 realm currency you can save. Okay. Now the most important thing is I have to go back to the companion set to talk about Dawn Orchard. Okay, Dawn Orchard itself is one of the new companion set. It looks kind of like the Dawn Winery, one of the exterior placement, as in particular with the newly groomed grapevines. But Dawn Orchard is actually a very demanding companion set item, because these are the new items that are required from this set. There are other items that are required, it's just that they are filtered away, because the current filter that I have here is in terms of what else is lacking for me personally. So if I were to remove this, you'll see that Dawn Orchard, other than the new set items, it requires 1 pine street light, 1 simple cargo cart, 1 neat stack of fur kegs, and the rest of it is the brand new items, if I'm not wrong. Yep, the rest of it is brand new items. Okay, so to compress the view, right, let me just go back to the filter of what I am still lacking currently, personally. So you see here, Dawn Orchard requires so many new blueprints, and in turn that's the amount of Val's adapter speed you need, right? If you want to do a Dawn Orchard on day 1 itself, we are talking about 17 here, okay? The sum of figure here is 17. So on top of spending on the blueprints, to buy the blueprints, you need to spend on the 17 Val's adapter speed in order to get Dawn Orchard out on one day for a companion set that only has 4 characters here: Keia, Dilute, Venti, Rosaria. If you look at the rest of the set items, some of them are 5, some of them are 4, some of them are 3. So 4 is in fact average, but it's not one of the best. You can definitely drop the Dawn Orchard in my opinion. So what happens if we drop Dawn Orchard on day 1? I'm not saying that completely drop, I'm just saying that on day 1 itself, let's skip Dawn Orchard. We will slowly build up Dawn Orchard without having to spend Val's of Adapter speed, without having to save up for its blueprints. Because what that does is to free up the Mora required for the rest of the side items for the furnishings that you see here in yellow. I'm talking about one. For me personally, it's 1520 that I'm lacking. If you have not bought any of these previously, you will have the number will be, let's see, 60 times 80. It's almost 2000 plus more instead of 1500. I bought some already, that's why the number is lower, especially these two. This is also bought actually. This is given from the Adapter Mirror reward. And you see so many other items here that's required for us to purchase. You don't get any of these for the Adapter Mirror reward other than Color of the Wind really. The rest of it you will have to purchase. Okay, so it's quite a handsome amount of realm currency required. We are talking about 26 x18. If you have not bought any before, prior to this video, we are talking about 2080. So you need 2080 realm currency worth of furnishings in order to complete the earlier set items other than Dawn Orchard. You see here, these are all required. Can you see? It's all required, man. You need to spend your realm currency on this in order to be able to complete the Weapon Forging Station, the Isolated Town, Bird and Blossom Park, Gathering of Gourmet, Glittering Street, Tinta Cloud Residence, of Hunting and Dancing, and the extra episodes. So I rather drop Dawn Orchard, 1 companion set, and ensure that I can finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We are talking about being able to complete 7 companion sets by dropping 1. Unless you have a lot of round currency. If you have a lot of round currency, so much so that you have 7000 plus to 8000 plus, then this video doesn't apply to you. But what I'm trying to say here is that if you're someone like me who only started saving 1 week ago, on the very, very same day that I did that first video, I'll definitely put the video in the description as well as the top right corner here for people to refer to. But essentially the gist of it is, unless you have 7 or 8k realm currency ready and lying around waiting for 1.6, otherwise it makes absolute sense to drop Dawn Orchard so that you're able to spend the realm currency on buying all these items so that you can complete all these set items here other than the glittering street. Okay, and it will help a lot in terms of the character placement, because 7 is quite a huge number. You are able to put 8, if I didn't remember wrongly, the cap is 8 companions per realm. Now, I'm not sure whether this cap is shared across the 3 realms or it's a different cap per realm, meaning 8, 8, 8, 24. We will have to try out 1.6 to be sure. I'll definitely try it out once 1.6 is live. I may not be able to stream, but I'll definitely do videos at least. Alright, so the reason why I won't be able to stream is because I have a newborn, and it's going to be very hard for me to be able to stream without any how do I put it, external disturbances, etc. like my newborn crying or the confinement nanny having to cook for my wife, etc. Because my setup is in my living room. It's not in a separate room. Yeah, I don't have the man cave. I don't have a bachelor pad. It's actually in the living room because I'm enjoying my huge ass TV as my monitor. That's the reason why. Okay, so anyway, I digress a bit. So if we say we skip Dawn Orchard, these are all the items that you can skip. You can skip buying the blueprints for this as well, which is 640 RAM currency plus the 400 that we said that it's not required on any of the companion set. That's 1040. And on top of that, because we are skipping the Dawn Orchard, I also don't need to spend on the Dawn Orchard set blueprint, right? So that's 1280 gone. And this means that I only need 3840. I already did the math previously. You only need 3840 at least for the furnishing blueprints here. And if you started saving on the day that I mentioned, on the day I did my video, when I first uploaded the first video on the saving of your realm currency, you would be able to save about 5,000, which means that you would have 1,000 plus realm currency for you to work on over here. Sorry, for you to work on over here. For me personally, this is great because I have more currency than 5120. I'll probably have something like 5,600 by the time I save up. Right now I already have 4.1k or 4.3k. So it gives me the freedom to make sure that I can buy all of these furnishings to complete this item. All these different sets. So the general gist of this advice is the best way to optimize in terms of saving around currency and spending around currency will be to drop Dawn Orchard. Now, if you don't have that much currency, if you don't have 2080 plus the 3840 that we talk about after dropping the Dawn Orchard, one other thing you can do is actually to drop either the off hunting and dancing or the campsite related. This is the one that is the campsite related. You see that it requires 5 furnishings. This also requires 5 furnishings. Okay, you can also drop Qingce if you want, but Qingce to me has in fact, this serves more characters. If you want to compare in terms of number of characters, it's player's choice between the 3 of this, which one you want to drop. But I would personally recommend dropping the tent because I don't think the tent is like a particularly good looking furnishing. And on top of that, it also has a blueprint that you can save, which is 160. So we are talking about saving 7x80, about 560, if I didn't remember wrongly. About 560 worth of realm currency, as opposed to this where you only save 400. So yeah, to me this is the best option to drop. If the next best option to drop, if you do not have that much of a realm currency save up. And it's easier to remember as well since these are like at the bottom 2 of the list in the realm Adeptal. Okay, so this will open up a lot more options for you as well. Saving the in fact it's not just 560, you also save on the furnishing set blueprint itself, which is another 240. So that's about 800 realm currency. You can save 800 realm currency if you drop the campsite team companion set. But personally, I myself will be dropping Dawn Orchard, and it will give me sufficient realm currency to buy all of this, and even spend Val of data speed on the rest of the items that are not in Dawn Orchard, the new items such as the Glazed Porcelain tea set, Embracing Truth, Adventurous Treasures, and Stone Cup Ship Pool. Okay, so I want to share the updated strategy that I'm doing, so at least you guys have a view on how it's going to be like. And I also shared like what are the other next best option to drop, so that you guys can adjust accordingly according to the amount of realm currency that you have. So you can set up a decent amount of a decent amount of companion sets on in your Serenitea Pot on day 1 of 1.6, so that you can start assigning all your companions and getting the primogens from them in terms of the gifts, and getting the friendship XP from there as well, the companionship XP for their friendship levels. Okay, So anyway, I hope this video has been helpful to you guys. If you like the content, remember to like the video and click subscribe for more, yeah? Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Bye!